Mild, wet and windy today with heavy rain across southern Wales, given the risk of some localised flooding. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up. And good morning, Britain.
Monday falls.
Who are esteemed meteorologists together, and they decided the award went to you.
Yes, we've Austria at an international weather summit, and there's 40 weather presenters from across Europe, and this year is the international year. It was basically, do you remember in September when Donald Trump said that climate change was a hoax and scientists were stupid people? We replied with science.
Huge congratulations on Donald Trump. Sometimes evoke a reaction. Have you had any response from the White House?
Not yet, no. But, you know, I'm available if they want to go through any of the science with me.
Brilliant. Tell us what the weather's like here today.
Wet and windy. Here's the details. So today is the 1st of December. Meteorologically, it is the first day of winter, but it doesn't feel like it. It still feels very autumnal. It is wet, windy and mild. This pressure sequence shows low pressure. That brings wind and rain. The isobars close together show... Yes, as Jeff mentioned, it is a wet start to the day. We have a band of heavy rain moving across the country today and successions of weather fronts queuing up across the Atlantic as we keep this wet and windy theme for the majority of the week. And it also means it is mild. Good morning. My award from a weather summit this weekend where science prevailed for one of my broadcasts, and science today is set to be a wet and windy one. We have weather fronts queuing up in the Atlantic, bringing spells of rain through most days this week. And for today, we have warnings in force for how heavy the rain is set to bring, and that will bring the risk of some flooding. The latest radar brings with it cloudy skies, rain that's heavy, and the yellows show where we have warnings widely for 20 or 30 millimetres, but the amber for southern Wales up to 100 millimetres of rain. With saturated ground, that will bring the risk of flooded properties, flooded houses, and also the risk of some flooded roads as well. So it is England and Wales where it's particularly wet and windy today. Scotland and Northern Ireland, that a little bit drier and brighter. Today, temperatures 8 or 9 in the north, 13 or 14 in the south, which remains very mild. And that rain is relentless. It continues into this evening as well, spreading its way eastwards overnight tonight. So it is a cloudy, mild, wet and windy start to our day tomorrow. And then it's a little bit brighter with a few showers in the west later. Good morning to you. Well, Christmas is in the studio. It is the 1st of December, which is meteorological winter, but it doesn't feel like it because it is mild, it is wet, and it is windy. We have weather fronts bringing heavy rain today. That actually brings the risk of flooding through western areas today. And here's how it looks first thing this morning on the radar. Cloudy for all of us, heavy rain through the west. That's where we have these yellows and greens, and warnings from the Met Office in the west, but in particular attention, the amber areas, South Wales, over 100 millimetres of rain, and that with saturated ground will bring the risk of flooded roads and properties. We continue with heavy rain for western areas of England and Wales today. It spreads its way eastwards, a little dry and brighter across the northwest later. Temperature-wise, we're looking between 10 and 11 degrees in the north and 13 or 14 in the south. We've been talking about the launch of Million Minutes, and tonight, look out, because for the next 24 hours, a number of landmarks across the UK are going to be lit up, including the Titanic in Belfast, Edinburgh Castle, the Tower of Light in Manchester, and Cardiff Castle, where I will be tomorrow. So look out for these incredible buildings lit up blue. Weather-wise, there's a lot of blue on our map because there's a lot of heavy rain in the forecast. Rain, particularly through western areas, heavy as we head through the day. The heaviest rain is where we have our warnings area, especially in South Wales. So today is cloudy, wet and windy. That rain is set to be heavy, particularly in the west, but drier and brighter for the northwest later.